NXT lives on. Forget about the 2.0. The 2.0 is out the window. NXT is back. William Regal's back. The gold and black is back. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. We're here with another GM mode. This is a brand new GM mode. Now, you might be thinking, we've already got a GM mode on the channel, and that is correct. We've got the SmackDown GM mode, and the good news is that is not going anywhere. That is going to be uploaded on, for the meantime, it's a daily basis. I think we're going to alternate it with this GM mode, so it's uploaded every second day. But that SmackDown GM mode is going absolutely nowhere. So if you're enjoying that, then keep enjoying it, because it is here to stay. But SmackDown in this series is not here to stay. SmackDown is gone. Fox have bought WWE SmackDown. SmackDown is now a non-WWE program. It is off the radar. It is off the company. And now the company is just left with Raw, NXT 2.0, if you want to call it that shit, and NXT UK. So what we're doing is Raw has once again become the flagship show. We're merging NXT 2.0 and NXT UK back into one, and we're just simply going to know it as NXT, the black and gold. We're bringing back William Regal. We're going to take on Raw, the 3-hour Raw. It's getting cut down to 2. NXT is going to be 2. Raw is going to be 2. It's going to be NXT going head to head with Raw. We're going to see if we can overcome the red brand, the Raw juggernaut, the show that has been going strong since the 90s. But there's also some challenges in place. It won't be as simple as selecting all the highest ranked popularity guys. It won't be as simple as selecting all the most well-known talent. It's because there's a few things that we have to abide by. There's a few challenges that we're going to have to overcome. This should make the series more interesting, and this should make the series more challenging, and hopefully a bit more realistic too, which is all good in the hood, in my opinion. So, first challenge, the first rule that we have to accept. Let's call it the international flavour. We have to have at least 8, yes, I repeat 8, different nationalities on the NXT roster. So we can't just go out and sign like a bunch of Americans and a bunch of Canadians. That will not do. We need to make sure that we're representing at least 8 different nations, 8 different countries. And why do I say that? Because I believe that NXT over the past couple of years has had a lot of international flavours on it. You've had your wrestlers from Asia, you've had Russians in there, you've had Europeans, you've had North Americans, you've literally had people from every part of the globe, and I want to try and continue that tradition, and that is why I'm putting that in place. So yeah, it might be hard. We might have to go with lesser known wrestlers, we might have to go with wrestlers with less popularity, because we need 8 different nations, and we might not be able to get the wrestlers that we want, but that is the rule. That is rule number 1. Rule number 2. Now this is very important. This will probably make the series borderline impossible to beat Raw, but I want to try it. NXT has always sort of been seen as like a developmental brand. When I think of developmental, I think of building the youth. Now, NXT doesn't really work that way, because a lot of the guys that are in NXT are actually older guys that have been, and older women that have been on the indie scenes for years and years. They're not necessarily, young talent. A lot of them are like mid-30s, 40s. We're going to change that. This is rule number 2. We're only allowed 2 people over the age of 35 and 1 person over the age of 40. So that's maximum 3. Everyone else is going to have to be 34 years or younger. So yes, we're allowed 2 people that is between 35 and 39, and we're allowed 1 person that's either 40 or over. Now, if you look at the WWE roster, I'd say at least half, the majority of the roster is over the age of 35. So that's going to make the series more difficult, but that's what we want. We want a challenge, and I think that's what we're going to get with this law, this rule that I have put in place. So with that said, guys, let's select our manager. Let's select William Regal. By the way, he does not count as the guy over 40. It's actually going to be an active wrestler. But yeah, let's go and select William Regal. First of all, he gets the Legend Whisperer tag, which is good to see. So William Regal will be our NXT GM. And like I said, we will be selecting NXT Fighting Champion. Boom. Title matches booked for this week will receive a large match rating boost. That's what you want to see. AI, obviously we're playing against. Now, the GM opponent, not too sure who to select here. There's Sonya Deville, Adam Pearce, Stephanie McMahon, and Shane McMahon. I think we're going to go up against... I think we'll go up against Shane. Or do we try and bring down the evil Stephanie McMahon? She will be playing on Raw regardless. Honestly, I'm not too sure. Or do we go up against Adam Pearce? Do we go up against Piercey Boy, who is currently like the official guy in GM? He's like the official GM of Raw and SmackDown at the moment. You know what? We'll go with Adam Pearce. Screw it. Adam Pearce is the guy that we will be competing against. AI difficulty will win hard. Duration will be 50 weeks. The draft pool. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look and see if we can edit the draft pool. Even if we want to edit the draft pool. So you've got like legends here. I think the only legends that we're going to include are legends that I think will realistically come back. So let's go ahead and do that. I think that's fair. The Rock, okay, maybe. Austin's going to be inactive. The Undertaker, I think, could possibly come back. Kane could come back. Booker T could come back. Hogan, I don't think Hogan's coming back. I think we'll put Hogan as inactive. JBL's locked at the moment, but I don't think he's coming back. Mr. McMahon, I don't think he can bring back, actually. It'd be cool, but we can't. Andre Giant's dead, so he won't be coming back. I think that's safe to say. Bobby Lashley, active. Ted DiBiase, dead. No, he's not dead, but he's not. He may as well be dead. He's not coming back. Mickey James, legend. Lawler's legend. Piper's dead. Go through this roster here. Anvil's dead. Bret Hart's no coming back. I mean, who would want to see a Bret Hart match in 2022? I think I would rather die, to be fair. Macho Man, he's dead. Big Boss Man, he's dead. A lot of the Warrior dead. A lot of these legends, unfortunately, have passed away, which absolutely sucks. But I guess that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Maurice is inactive. We're gonna have Maurice as. We'll put her as a legend. All right, how about that? Will we put Maurice as a legend? I think we will. Boom, we'll do it. Tamina, active. X-Pac, legend. Road Dogg. I mean, these two could come back. Usos are active. Razor Ramon Chico. I think he's going to go. I think he's going to be inactive. Kevin Nash. I think Kevin Nash could come back. Nobody wants to see him, but I think he could come back. Edge, Naomi, Cesaro, Goldberg, Flair. Is Flair's time done? I'd say so. Flair inactive. Michaels was locked anyway, so we can't change him. We got O'Neal, Fandango, Jake the Snake is. We know. I mean, Jake the Snake looks horrible. We don't want to see him again. I don't mean that in a bad way, but he's not looking good. Scott Hall. You know what? Just in case, we'll leave Scott Hall on Legend. We'll make him available for a Legend contract. You got Lana. You got 6. I think we'll turn 6 off because you've got X-Pac. You don't need 6. Kalisto. Got all these guys here that are all active. The Demon Finn Balor. Now, the Demon Finn Balor is inactive. Do we want him? I mean, you can't have Finn Balor and the Demon. I don't know how you would work around that. We'll keep him as inactive for now, but yeah, it kind of doesn't really make sense of that one. Papa Shango, I don't know if he's alive or dead, but I don't give a shit, so we're going to go inactive. All these guys seem to be alright. All these guys are alright. These are all active dudes. The Undertaker. You know what? I think we're going to put this Undertaker as a legend, but put the other one as. We're going to put that Taker as a legend, and we'll turn the other one off and put the other one in inactive, because I just think I would probably. Well, that Undertaker is inactive. Alright, fair enough. Was there not another Undertaker? Did I not just skip past an Undertaker? He's inactive as well. Okay, did I just miss a bunch of people there? Did I miss? I don't know, right, okay. Well, that Undertaker is going to be a legend then. We'll put that Undertaker as a legend. And then if we come across any other Undertakers, we'll turn them off. So, that Undertaker's inactive. See, it's hard to tell who's the American Badass and who's like the most recent Undertaker, because they kind of do look the same a little bit. Papa Shango's inactive. We've got everyone here. They're all active. This Undertaker, I can't tell. You know what? We'll put him as inactive. I think that might be the wrong one, but it's hard to tell, so we'll just leave him there. Active. All these guys are active. China, we'll put as inactive. Seth Rollins is active. Undertaker inactive. Seth Rollins from a while ago inactive. All these people are active. MVP's active. Dominic Mysterio, who we haven't unlocked, is currently inactive. If we had unlocked them, I'd put him active, but we don't have him. Again, all these people, not a lot we can do. Eric Bischoff's a legend. Kevin Nash. I think we've already got Kevin Nash going, so we'll turn this one on. This one off. Inactive. Mansoor's active. Farouk. And Farouk, I think we'll turn him off as well. Inactive. And Eric Bischoff. We'll leave Eric Bischoff. And here's a bunch of people that we haven't unlocked. Basically just the people from a while ago. Hollywood Hogan. Scott Hall, that one can come off. Hollywood Hogan, we'll turn him off. And here's all the local people then. Daniel Wallace, Whitney Quaid. A lot of bums that I just don't think we're going to be signing, but they're all local people regardless. Whether you want them on your roster or not, you can have them. But yeah, that's going to do it then. I think that's us. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Everybody we've selected, we'll call it WWE NXT. Boom, there you go. That's the roster list that we are using. So yeah, let's select that one. Yep, select. Boom. So there you go. Select the draft pool WWE NXT. And with that said, let's get into the draft. Let's start this. Let's go. Let's see what we've got in store for the draft. Now keep in mind, we have to sign 8 different internationals. 8 nationalities. We have to sign only 2 people over the age of 35 and only 1 person over the age of 40. Each GM will start with a budget of 275,000. GMs will take turns drafting one after the other, starting with player 1, which I believe will be me. There will be 8 rounds of drafting. After the 8th round, drafting becomes optional. GMs can opt out or draft until they are out of cash. Tip: GMs can press the RS button to get recommendations on who to draft. You can also press X to get more information about a superstar. We go. It is draft time. It is time to draft those rosters. We get the number 1 pick. We get it in round 1. We get it in round 2. We get it in round 3. We get it in every single round. And that is good news. But the bad news is we need all the help we can get. We have to select at least 8 different nationalities. We can only select 2 superstars over the age of 35 and 1 superstar over the age of 40, whereas Raw, Adam Pearce can draft whoever the hell he wants, so he definitely has the advantage. Even though we're picking first, it's a major advantage to Raw. Now, since we get first pick, I think we need to make sure we do a good job with that. We need to pick someone who is special. We need to pick someone who is good. We need to pick someone who could be the face of NXT, and that's going to be difficult here. We've got quite a big roster to choose from. You know what? I'm actually kind of thinking here, could we go AJ Styles, the phenomenal one? Would be a great choice, I'm sure. I think AJ Styles would be up there as one of my top picks. I believe he's also a specialist. He can pretty much do anything. He can work any style he wants. I think I would probably change him back to face if we do pick AJ Styles. And he is well over 40. I believe AJ now is currently 45. So if we choose him, he is our 40-year-old pick. And with that said, guys, that's who we're going to go. I think it'd be a good pick for NXT. I think he would fit well, and I am going to go ahead and pick him. He is on the recommendations list, so it looks like NXT think we should pick him too. But here we go. We're picking the phenomenal AJ Styles. In my opinion, a phenomenal first pick. Who are Raw going to go? They've went Becky Lynch, so fair play. That's not a bad pick either. We've got AJ Styles. We now have to pick the rest of our roster. We can still afford to choose 2 people over the age of 35. We're no longer allowed to pick anyone over 40. And now we need to go through and we need to look at who would be a good fit for this NXT brand. Like I said, I am going to be turning AJ face, so I wouldn't worry about that heel thing there. What about Walter? Walter would be a good pick, I think. Walter. You know what? We're going to pick Karrion Kross, a guy that I was excited to see in WWE. It never really happened. You know, he got stuck with some BDM fucking bullshit gimmick, but we're gonna help him out. We're gonna pick Karrion Kross. Plus, you get the lovely Scarlett as the manager, I believe. So yeah, that's a good pick for us. Raw selected Drew McIntyre. So far, NXT have AJ Styles and Kross. Raw has Becky Lynch and Drew McIntyre. Now Kross is 36. So it means now we can only pick one more person over the age of 35. Now, Finn Balor would have been a good choice. He would have worked well with those guys. But again, we can't pick him. because he is over 40. So let's go further down the list. We've got, the only thing is we've got 2 Americans so far. We probably need to start trying to pick people from different nationalities. So that will be what I'm trying to do next. Walter is Austrian. I think Walter would be a good shout. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pick Walter. Walter is the 3rd member of NXT. Raw go with Roderick Strong. Bit of a strange one. Not sure I agree with that decision. But here, we need all the help we can get. So hopefully they keep picking poor picks. We still have one 35-year-old plus guy we can use. Kevin Owens is Canadian. Kevin Owens, I think, would be a good shout. We will go further down the list though, just to see if there's anyone else that catches our attention. I think we might pick Aya Sharia, to be fair. But I'm not going to pick her just yet. Bailey as well, another person that I'm looking at. We're going to select... My 4th pick is going to be... Who's my 4th pick going to be? Who is my 4th pick going to be? That's a good question. Dexter Lumis would be a good shout. Do I want Dexter Lumis though? He's low in popularity. He doesn't cost a lot of money. He's a face. I have been kind of interested in from what I've seen of the guy in NXT, so I think for that reason he'd be a good pick. Unfortunately, he is American. I don't think I want... You know what? Did we pick him? Did we pick him? You know what? My 4th pick is going to be... And this will complete the 35 plus age category. I am going to select Dexter Lumis. Yeah, a bit of a strange one. Picking him this low down. But that's who I'm going to pick, guys. So, there you go. It's done. Dexter Lumis is in. Dexter Lumis is part of NXT. Finn Balor's part of Raw, though. It's a very good pick for Raw. Now we have to pick people under the age of 35. No one over the age of 35 can now be selected for NXT. And we still need to fill up, because Dexter Lumis, Karrion Kross, and AJ are all American. Walter's Austrian. So we need 6 more different nationalities. So let's go and get that. Let's go and accomplish that. Let's look down the roster here. I know it goes against what I said, but I am going to select Bailey, because I do want her to be my top woman on NXT. So we're going to select Bailey. That means we've now got 4 Americans. My 2nd pick, we could pick Rhea Ripley, to be fair. She is Australian, but I'm not going to go that route. I'm not a big fan of Rhea Ripley. I'm going to pick Io Shirai, and Japanese now. So that's us got 3 different nationalities. Ross selected last 2 picks, Titus O'Neil and Carmella. Interesting choices there. We're going to keep going down the list. Santos Escobar is an option. He's a cruiserweight. He's Mexican. We're going to select Santos Escobar. I want to try and get all the nationalities sorted, and then we can look at potentially, signing more people. But I want to try and get the 8 nationalities sorted. First of all, that's why I'm going to select Santos Escobar. The Mexican is now part of NXT. Raw go with Dana Brooke. Interesting choice there. So we have an Austrian. We've got Austria. We've got America. We've got Japan. We've got Mexico. We need 4 more. I think Murphy is Australian, but I'm not sure what age is Buddy Murphy. I don't know. I'm assuming that he's not 35. I mean, I think Buddy Murphy would be under 35, but I'm not entirely sure. He seems young. Can I do a quick age check? We're going to quickly check the age here of Buddy Murphy. Not that I don't necessarily want Buddy Murphy, but just in case he's an option, just in case we need him to fulfill our nationality. Yeah, he's 33, so if we want Buddy Murphy, we can get Buddy Murphy. I might actually select, up next, Kaylee Ray. She's Scottish, just like me, and more importantly, she's under 35 as well. So, yeah, we'll select Kaylee Ray as our number 8 pick. Raw has selected Tucker. It's an interesting one. Let me see that. Let's select. We need 5 more nationalities. 5 more. Ember Moon. I've no idea where she's from. No idea where she's from. Dakota Kai is, I believe, from New Zealand, so she would be an option. Danny Burch thinks from England. Otis, Sophia Scott, Lacey Evans, Lana. Lana's over 35. We can't pick Lana. Mandy Rose is Mandy Rose is an option, but I am going to try and complete the nationalities first. Tegan Knox is from Wales. Tegan Knox is an option. Do we sign Tegan Knox? I think we will. I think we're going to take Tegan Knox. Boom. We've selected Tegan Knox. She is our number 9 pick. Raw have selected MVP. Going with the old guard there. So Raw selecting the most valuable player. Will he be the most valuable player for them in this draft? We will find out, but for now, Raw has selected MVP. Let's see what we've got then. Let's keep updated on who we've selected so far. We've got Walter, AJ Styles, Karrion Kross, Bayley, Io Shirai, Santos Escobar, Kaylee Ray, Dexter Lumis, and Tegan Knox. We've got a Welsh. Let's go through the countries that we've accomplished so far. We've got America, Wales, Scotland, Mexico, Japan, and Austria. So that is 6, isn't it? Let's do the maths again. Austria's 1, America's 2, Japan's 3, Mexico's 4, Scotland is 5, and Wales is 6. So we need 2 more. We've already got Japan. Australia's probably going to be a shout here. We could maybe try and sign an Australian. Like I said, Dakota Kai is from New Zealand, so there's an option that we could sign her. Tony Storm's from Australia. Billie Kay's from Australia. I kind of prefer... honestly, I was kind of looking for Peyton Royce, but she's not on this roster, unfortunately. I kind of wanted Peyton Royce. Could we go with Billie Kay instead? We could go with Tony Storm. Do I go with Tony Storm? Tony Storm's a specialist. Does that mean she'll be better than Billie Kay? Is Tony Storm more likely to... Let's see, superstar info. So what's the... Promo skills 3 out of 5. Billie Kay's 4 out of 5. I'm looking at the roster. Do we want Billie Kay more? Do we take Billie Kay or do we take Tony Storm? Maybe we take none of them. Mandy Rose. Do we go with Mandy? But then again, we do need an Australian, so we kind of do need to select one of them. We could select Dakota Kai as well. I think we're going to go with... Tony Storm. No, wait, you know what? We're going to go Billie Kay. I like Billie Kay. We're going to go Billie Kay. Zoom. She's our number 10 pick. Get in there. Chad Gable's number 10 for Raw. We need one more now. We need one more. So let's just find a nationality. Have we got Canada? I don't think we've got Canada. No, we don't have Canada, but we can't select Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens is over 35. So now we essentially need to select somebody. Murphy is Australian. We've already got Billie Kay. Now we could have selected Murphy, but we've got Billie Kay, so we don't need him. We've already got a Mexican star. We've already got a Japanese star. We're running out of options here. Let's have a look then. Who is still left? We've got Canada. We need Canada. So can we find Canada? This Danny Burch guy is probably... I'd say he's probably English based on... He's got a Union Jack on him. We can't select Tamina because of her age. Natalia, we can't select her. Who are we gonna... Alexander Wolf. No idea where that guy's from. Trent Steven. Orne Loki. Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate, I believe, is English. Do we go with Tyler Bate? Tyler Bate is a possibility. I think I'm going to have to select Tyler Bate. Yeah, I don't necessarily want Tyler Bate, but we're going to take him. Tyler Bate is our 11th pick. And the good news is that means we can now select whoever we want. We don't no longer need to worry about nationalities. The only thing we can't do is select people who are over 35. So let's have a quick look at who we currently have then. We've got Walter, we've got AJ Styles, Karrion Kross, Bayley, Io Shirai, Santos Escobar, Kaylee Ray, Dexter Lumis, Tegan Knox, Billie Kay, Tyler Bate. Let's try and add some star power then to this draft. Let's go up to the top and see who is available. I can't get Asuka. We could get Alexa Bliss if we really wanted to. We can't get Charlotte Flair because of the age. Can't get Big E. We could get Bianca Belair if we chose to get Bianca Belair. We might actually bring her in. Kevin Owens we can't get because of his age. Rhea Ripley we could bring in. So it depends. Do we want Rhea Ripley in or not? Dolph Ziggler we can't get in. King Nakamura we can't get in. I think Nia Jax is 35. Can't get her in. Elias, I believe. What age is Elias? Do we want Elias? I don't know if we want Elias, but we could get him. Depends what age Elias is. I think he's 33. He's 34. So we could bring Elias in if we chose to. Can't get any of these guys. Can't get Sami Zayn. Can't get Keith Lee. Can't get Murphy. We can get Murphy, but we don't want Murphy. Happy Corbin. Why just Baron Corbin? Baron Corbin can't be that old. Or maybe he is and I'm just not too sure, but why just Baron Corbin? I can't even find Baron Corbin's age. That's mental. So I think Baron Corbin's probably... I don't know what age Baron Corbin is, but I take it we're not getting him. T-Bar, Ivar, Candice LeRae, I don't know who do we select now, we're running out of options. Dakota Kai is New Zealand, did we get her? Humberto Carrillo, he must be underage. or at least under 35. We could get Mandy Rose. If we wanted Mandy Rose, we could bring Mandy Rose in. Did we bring in Mandy Rose? I think we might. No, yeah, I'm going to bring in Mandy Rose. I like Mandy Rose. Let's bring her into the brand. And I think now we've got 6 women on the roster. I think I'm probably going to go and select some men here. Let's see, Big E. Big E is, unfortunately, Big E's 40. So Big E is completely... I'm going to check what age Baron Corbin is. Just because I'm not entirely sure. And if he's under 35, I'll select him. Damn it, he's 37. So there you go, Baron Corbin is a no. We can't get Baron Corbin. Can't get Kevin Owens. Dolph Ziggler is up there in age now, so we can't get him. Which sucks. I don't want any more women. King Nakamura we can't get. Elias, I believe we can get Elias if we want Elias. Do we get Elias? Do we go with Elias? I think we might. We'll leave it for now, but Elias is definitely an option. We can't get Riddle, too old. Can't get Xavier Woods, also too old. Can't get Orton, obviously. Can't get Keith Lee. Can't get Sami Zayn. Can't get Samoa Joe. We can get Murphy if we choose to get Murphy. Can't get R-Truth. We could get Nikki Ash if we wanted Nikki Ash, but we don't. Angel Garza. Do we go with Angel Garza? We don't want Angel Garza, but we could go with him. Ivar, T-Bar. These guys are all out of the age category, so we are running it. We could get Humberto Carrillo. Now, this is a problem with this. I mean, we do run out of options relatively quickly. Apollo Crews, unfortunately, is just over the age, so we can't get him either. Kalisto, I believe we can get... No, we can't. Kalisto is also 35. Oh, God, right. I'm just going to have to go with some people that I don't necessarily want that are just under the age. So, Angel Garza is not somebody I wanted, but it's somebody we're going to have to select. So, Angel Garza is now in. Ross selected Natalia. We are going to go with... Who's up next? Who have we got? Elias. We're going to take Elias. Didn't necessarily want Elias, but we're going to go with Elias. Ross selected Trent Steven. I'm looking at how much. We've got 175,000 left. Not a lot. Do we want one more pick? Let's see then. Who have we got down here? Who can we afford? Who can we afford that is actually in the right age category? Dakota Kai. We could take... We don't want to leave ourselves too skint though to put on a good show. So Lana's over the age. We could take Toni Storm. Could take Shotzi Blackheart, but like I said, I don't really want another woman. Kalisto we can't get. Grand Metalik. Alexander Wolf. What age is Alexander Wolf? I don't know if we want him, but let's have a quick look at what age he is. And if he is under 35, we might try and sign him. He is German as well. Damn it, he's 35, so we can't even get him. Oni Lorcan. This is probably the last guy we can afford to have a look at. Let's see here. Oni Lorcan. He is 36. What about Joaquin Wild? I don't want... I'm probably not going to take Joaquin Wild even if he fits the category. I'm probably not going to take him. He's 35 too. So it just goes to show you, you think these people in WWE are young, but in reality they're not. So that's us select our roster. We're going to end it there. We'll keep the budget of 175,000. That is William Regal's NXT. There it's right there. Draft is complete. We've got AJ Styles, we've got Walter, Bailey, Io Shirai, Karrion Kross, Dexter Lumis, Kaylee Ray, Santos Escobar. A lot of people in there. Raw are continuing to pick on. They've went with Otis. Now they're moving into round 16. It looks like they've finished their draft, and that is what Adam Pearce's Raw looks like. So they've got Drew McIntyre, they've got Finn Balor, Becky Lynch, you've got Titus O'Neil in the background, you've got Carmella, the most beautiful woman in WWE. It's a good draft there for Adam Pearce. Personally, who got the better draft? I mean, let's look here. I think this is ranking it in terms of popularity. That's not the order that we selected them, but in terms of popularity, that's how it is. So, arguably, maybe Raw did better than us, but you know what? We are trying to build the future here. This is the rise of NXT, and I'm hoping we'll be able to make this roster rise. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's go. I believe we now need to select our champions. Should be fun. I don't know who we're going to pick. I'm undecided, to be honest. It's WrestleMania Backlash in 4 weeks. Tonight is the night, the debut show. We have high hopes for you. Did I even get to select my champions? I don't think I did. I was born for this. It's William Regal, for God's sake. Of course he was born for it. Good, I'm expecting big things of NXT this season. Make it an amazing show. And before we do anything else, we need to select our champions. So, the NXT champion, realistically, it has to be... probably one of the top 3. Will it be Walter? Will it be AJ Styles? Or will it be Karrion Kross? I feel like it's got to be AJ Styles. The phenomenal one. I'm going to put the belt on him. I am going to put the belt. Although you could argue Walter is like the current NXT UK champion, so he should get the belt. Is that what we're going to go with, or do we go with AJ? I think we might go with AJ. AJ, keep in mind that I'm going to turn to a face, because I did look at the roster. It's very heel heavy. AJ will be a face, and then I might even turn someone else face, or maybe we'll sign a free agent. A face free agent. So yeah, AJ Styles is going to be the NXT champion. Boom. That gives him 10 popularity. That boosts him up to 69, which is brilliant. And as for the NXT Women's Champion, again, I'm looking at the roster. I think Mandy Rose is like the current NXT champion, so I don't know if we go like Mandy Rose. Or do we go with Bayley? Do we go Bayley? I mean, Bayley's got the best popularity, so you could argue going with Bayley would be good. But I don't know if I want to go with Bayley. Do we go with Bayley? Do we go with Bayley? Do we go with Bayley? I'm going to say we go with... since Bayley's out injured at the moment and Mandy Rose is like the current NXT champion, I think we're going to go with Mandy Rose. Yeah, boom. Select Mandy Rose. Do we confirm the selections? AJ Styles and Mandy Rose, or do we give it to Bayley? I don't know. No, we're going to give it to Mandy Rose. Fuck it. We've done it. We've done it, guys. We can't go back now. Mandy Rose is the current NXT champion. We'll see how she gets on in episode 2 of the NXT GM mode. But that's going to do it for this time, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. But until then, let's see how our champions AJ and Mandy Rose get out on the next show. And hopefully we can get off to a good start. Hopefully we can take it to Raw from the get-go. But I understand it's probably going to be a slow rise. It's probably going to take me at least a couple of months, I think, before we can try and compete with Raw. Because they did select more popular wrestlers than us. So at the moment, we're just going to have to do the best job that we can, and hopefully we can catch them down the line and overtake them in fan support before we get to WrestleMania. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff below. I'll catch you later, and peace.